Welcome back to Life at the Outpost. We are back with, one game ahead of us, seeing as we got the bye in the last round, but one game ahead of us before the season is done and dusted. Unfortunately, no chance of making the finals, so we're just playing to place as close to channel level 8. Position 8. I don't know what happened there. I had an aneurysm. 8th position as possible. A couple all right weeks. Knights up against the Knights. They're back home here 2 weeks ago anyway. Very solid win, 38 points to 4. Don't know if it's, good fucking game, good result in that, but against the Knights of all teams, it was probably a little bit of a give me. On to this week against the Tigers there down at Leichardt. Arguably much tougher game. Still only the Tigers, but arguably much tougher game. Coming away with the win by 6 points there. Going back to that Knights game, I got to watch the replay, so I didn't get to see anything live there, but I just thought defensively they were much better. Defensively much better, but a lot more with Jakey back in the side, just a lot more potency in attack, right?
The spine just straight up bullied them.
Yeah.
The spine just straight up bullied them.
Yep.
It was atrocious defense from the Knights.
Yeah.
We've come to expect it, I guess.
Yeah, unfortunately,
a little bit.
To say that. Yeah.
Yeah. They've just lost so many people. There's so many different halves pairings. Like they're just naturally going to be a very disjointed team.
Yep.
We saw it coming.
Yep.
They had to turn it around. They did turn it around. Felt good. Looked good. Sensational.
Yep.
Tigers game. Look, attack was great as long as Drinky didn't touch the ball.
Yeah, for most of it.
Yeah, Drinky was having a bit of an issue this game. I don't know what was going on.
Yeah.
Probably the first 70, that's right, 70 minutes of balls going between people's hands, and the moment it got to Drinky's, it was cooked.
Yeah.
It was either a cooked decision or a cooked kick or pass.
Yeah.
Bit of a rough go.
Yeah.
He just seemed very scared of the footy. It was kind of strange.
It was unusual, wasn't it?
Yeah, but that last 10 minutes he really locked in and got the job done, which was good.
Yep.
And necessary as well, because we really needed those. We needed like 3 tries, and we got 3. So
Yep. In the space of 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 to 10 minutes. It was. Yep. Yeah, it was good stuff. It was very good stuff.
Yep.
Braden Burns had a blinder this game.
Yeah.
Constant threat.
100%.
Constant threat.
Yep. He's been, throughout the year when he's had that spot, he's been really good. I've been really happy with him. There's probably one home game we went to and watched. He was sort of wasn't the best. He had a few errors and whatnot in him, but
I'm pretty sure that game in particular, within the first 5 minutes, he had an awkward tackle, which was like he hurt his hamstring, but he just didn't play very well the rest of that game. Mm-hmm. But ever since he got over that game, he's just been stellar. Yeah.
I think he's almost probably the best, and he's his own player. Obviously, I've said this a few times, but for the Cowboys anyway, plugging that whole felt left, I think he's almost a 1-for-1, or the best we've had in terms of a 1-for-1. Just someone with ability and experience that can slot in on the wing there and take over. I think he's probably been the best. He's got like strong ball carrying and return like Felt used to. He'd take some hard hit ups coming back out of our line or out of our 10-20 meters and whatnot. Still has a bit of footwork on him and that, which we saw a couple times there. And although he's not the fastest anymore, as the game goes on, he's not the fastest. We've seen him get a couple runaway tries and whatnot. So
I wonder if he'll have the same impact on the other side though. Once Muzz is back.
Yeah, that's true too.
Because Murray comes back, he's obviously got to move. He either moves center or he goes other way.
Yeah. Yep.
But thankfully we do have an off season coming, so maybe he can just get in a bunch of reps on the other side and see how he goes.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think going back to that Knights game, we saw him with that runaway try, which was awesome. It was real great to see. He was sort of running stuck in mud toward the end there, running on the beach, but got away. And then this one, that try to take a tackle, he was wrapped, but then to spin in it and also get his arm over without losing the ball to place it down.
Although, actually, I don't really hate the idea of Muzz moving to centre either, though.
Yeah, yep.
I guess that's probably a long-term thing based on how he's feeling with injuries, but because he is probably getting, he's starting to slow down a little bit, almost.
Yeah, I think from injuries, coming back from injuries and that, definitely it takes him a bit to get back in, and unfortunately once he does, Murray does start to pick back up in form and get a bit of speed back. He sees
starting to get hamstrings like Turbo.
He sees to get either a hamstring or an ankle. He does have dramas with his ankles and calves sometimes, so they do sort of play a part there. But I think with Burns anyway, just probably the best. Like I was saying, best sort of one for one. Thing we could have had, just to replace that whole felt left. And been tremendous in all his showings for us. I think almost all his showings for us anyway. That Knights game again, I think another one that stood out to me was McLean. McLean just absolutely running with venom and being dangerous as possible.
This was the return of Jason Tamalolo as well.
JT as well.
He had a massive game.
Another good return to form after coming back from injury, being out for so long.
Looking a bit slimmer, old Jason. He's looking a bit slimmer.
Yep.
Definitely been hitting the cardio. Good on him. Definitely a lot fitter in general.
Possibly lost a bit too to help with that knee problem, and then ankle or foot problem he's been dealing with as well. So could be a sign of that as well. Try and keep that bit of longevity without that size. Still got the footwork obviously too, which is what we'd seen, and
which he definitely showcased in this Tigers game. That's for sure.
Despite losing a bit of that size, that's right. Still being very very potent, taking them runs. But McLean, I think that Knights game was extremely dangerous, and then even coming into this Tigers game, quite solid as well.
My condolences to Adam Dewey.
Copping the Tamalolo knee. I think for McLean anyway, at least he's very likely playing his last couple games in the NRL, but last couple games for the Cowboys anyway, so he's wanting to...
One more left only.
Yeah, he's wanting to put his best foot forward, and I mean he'll finish it with Derby up here next week, so couldn't be any bigger than that. But Jason, like you said as well, 100% fine, like a return to form or whatever, and just utilising him like we should be, or getting what we should be out of him.
We just got to keep him injury free.
Yeah,
that's the big thing.
Yep.
I think from now on the goal for Jason should just be injury management, constantly injury management.
Yep. When it comes to playing him off the bench or whatever, or maybe just giving him a bit more of a rest, rather, you just do what you got to do, because when he's getting results like he was, and stats like he was the last 2 weeks, that's what more could you ask?
What more could you ask? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe look, he's not. I feel like at this point, the 50 plus minute Jason is not there. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not a thing anymore.
Yeah. He's toward the back end of the
maybe
career.
40 minutes max, but don't stress it anymore, man. Just I think keeping him. Keeping him as that impact forward, whether you start him or whether you play him from the bench, he's going to make an impact.
Yeah, exactly.
I think just having him around is going to be more instrumental for us than anything.
Most definitely.
When he's not there, look at it. It's
especially when we're like we are at the moment. We've had no McIntyre for a while. We've got no Hess. We don't have a Neem at the moment. So
and then when McLean goes out, it's like shit.
That's another one.
What do we do?
Yeah, exactly. Which leads me to my next point of another one. I've been impressed with him since we've debuted, but getting better by the game, and probably with a point to prove against his old club, McKayle's. I think for us, once we do see Jace go, and as long as he sticks around, I do think McKaylee,
he is the new Jace.
Yeah, McKaylee will be, talking about Burns, Phil and Felt spot, I think McKaylee will be a perfect fit for Tamalolo once he gets a bit more of a motor about him, because we've seen he's got that offloading ability and he is strong and whatnot, but this year, holy, he is a Hulk. He's put on some size.
He is thick. He is thick with 3 C's, man. He's putting it on.
Yeah, he's put on some size, but just has that aggression that we need. He's got that, just got that bit of mongrel, just enough mongrel to get in and take a couple hit-ups. and be concerning to the defending team, whoever it is. Very, very high hopes there with him still. It's taken so long for Toddy to give him a shot or for him to make his way in and get another go this year. A couple shots. Good to see that he finally is and making the most of it. I think most definitely. I mean those were the big standouts I think from the Knights in last night's game rather against the Tigers there for me. We spoke about Duffy last week going to the Broncos. He's there for a year now, which just confuses me a bit.
It confused me majorly.
Well, I mean, for the starters, him going, it's like, why not hang around? But also Clifford, we've kept Clifford, fair enough. I do like that, but why for only 1 year? Why has he only gotten a 1 year contract?
But also, why would you pick Bronx?
Yeah, maybe close enough to home. But
the amount of people they've got in the background already,
yeah,
as well as who they've got on the field currently,
yeah.
You know, if you're leaving Cows to go to the Bronx because you want more of a shot, how are you supposed to get that shot?
Yeah, who knows? I mean, there's obviously once old mate goes, why can't I think of his name at the moment? Reynolds, yeah, because he's one more injury away from probably medically retiring, you would think, but he doesn't have long left on his contract anyway. You've got Kobe Black coming through, but to keep Kobe Black honest as such, to have a bit of competition there's probably not too bad, but yeah, it would have only been a couple more years, I think, maybe at the Cowboys, man, until there would have been a spot for him, whether it be through interchange or something like that. But
that's the thing. I just don't understand the logic behind the decision, that's all.
Yeah, who knows? But yeah, the other side of it as well is obviously we're keeping Clifford, which I'm happy with that.
Which is big.
But why only 1 year? Surely at least a 2 year contract for him. Like that Knights game, but more so this Tigers game, just his ability to kick, his kicking ability had gotten us out of trouble.
I mean, we were in danger the whole game.
Yeah.
The whole game.
Yeah. I attribute the swinger momentum highly, mostly to his kicking ability. There was that set there we were pinned in their 20 or their 30. It might have only just been over their 20 where he kicked it from, but looked for all money like they were going to get the ball back and at least make it over the 50-metre mark, and he punted it downfield and it was almost a 40-20. Ended up being a first tackle, just past their 10, I think it was.
It was a 60-metre kick.
Yeah, it was better. It was better. It was the best you could hope for. I mean, even off a normal set, it was a good spot to turn it over. So,
but even the amount of times we were, and I mean, I know it's off penalty kicks, right? But most teams can't even do it. But the amount of times he kicked us from literally our 5 to our 45 in that game, it was almost like watching clockwork repeat sets. Just we would constantly be gifted a 40-metre kick from Clifford just because he's a beast and can do it.
Yeah, exactly right.
And it blows my mind that he's only been given one.
Yeah, it's very confusing to me, unless maybe there's someone else on the move next year, possibly, or likely, and once he goes, there might be a bit of an upgrade or an extension added on, but, I mean, for who we have for solid halves anyway, in the ranks at the moment, it's...
and Sandon's still free, technically.
But who knows, right, who knows where he's going. I've heard rumours he's off to the Raiders too, that's the other rumours, who knows, man? I would think they'd want to lock Clifford down, but I think they should moving forward anyway. Because
see, if they do that, are they gonna ditch Tommy Starling though?
Yeah. Well, who knows? Who knows? But yeah, moving forward, I think they need to lock that halves pairing down, because we saw at the start of the year, that's when we had our run. When he's come back, Clifford's gone out injured. We've dropped off again. When he's been dropped for a bit of an experiment, we've gone to shit. When he's come back in, we've actually had a decent shot, or we've started to win games again. So if it's not glaringly apparent, even if he's not going to be, in the halves 4 or 5 years down the line, probably needs to be at the moment, or at least the next couple of years. But yeah, I just think great game from him. Again, I'm not going to say too much about Tommy, because what more can we say about Tommy Dearden, the king? He's the king of the North. I mean, he was in everything. He saved tries. He set up tries. He was in everything.
I was going to say, Tigers probably had 40 points if it wasn't for Tom.
Yep, 100%, man. Yep. Yeah, massive, absolutely massive, massive effort from Dearden again there as well. yeah, we have had dramas. I mean, we are having dramas on that edge, obviously. It just until we get our normal team in their positions back, it's going to be rough. I mean, Valea at times does sort of struggle as well, but then having him with Valame next to him as well made it double a liability.
Feels a bit like watching Hiku.
Yeah, double liability if I'd say so. But I don't know, man. It's just something where once we get our players back from injury and whatnot, we should see an improvement.
Can only improve, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The one thing that interested me, and I don't really know if he really got a shot, was Leichardt being carried on the bench again, and I don't think he even really got any minutes. We'll have a quick look at that just to make sure, but I don't remember.
I didn't see him come on at all.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing him come on the field. So, you know what I mean? I don't know what's going to happen there moving forward, unfortunately. It's just, it's just one of those, one of those conundrums, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a strange one. I mean,
a bit like when we had Hamiso on the bench anyway for a bit there. What do we got here? Labour. Yep, no minutes at all. So
yeah,
almost. You'd almost want Kai O'Donnell in that spot there just to have a bigger body. I mean,
have someone that can at least interchange throughout like the Lawton and Edwards issue.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Strange one. Very strange.
Yeah, moving forward, not sure what they're going to do there, unfortunately, because he's at times as well. I mean, he has struggled a bit, Leichardt, coming back from injury, but yeah, and then next year.
I'm actually wondering if they didn't play him because of injury. Maybe I'm hoping they didn't do anything in the warm up, and he just was a bit off.
Yeah, hopefully.
But I haven't heard anything. But that's the only. Like, why would you not play him?
Yeah. Yep. I think maybe just what he had to offer was probably not going to bring anything into that Tigers game there, unfortunately. I mean, slotting him on the edge there and taking an edge off would have just made it a bit of a liability, I think. But
I would have preferred Kai's defence to like Lawton or Edwards at the time. At least keep them a bit fresher.
Yeah, so exactly.
It's a strange one.
Yeah, most definitely. Yep. But I mean, good signs maybe for next year is probably the way to look at it moving forward. But yeah, I think once we get, and that's the other news too, whether we touched on it last time we did an episode, but Marnie coming
confirmed,
next year.
He's now locked in,
confirmed for a couple of years. So it'll be interesting to see what the setup looks like next year. Obviously, we'll have Marnie at hooker, and whether we do still carry a Lawton on the bench or an Edwards on the bench to sort of come in at hooker for a bit. It'd be interesting moving forward. I think this week which is our last game of the round against the Broncos there, it's going to be tough. It's always tough. It's usually always a good game. It's just this time we're sort of on the probably the wrong end of the form spectrum.
On the back foot, yeah.
Yeah, we're on the back foot in this one, even though it's at home. Just like last year, we saw it was a bit rough. We got done in there. I have Vietnam flashbacks of Chad getting bumped off and laying face down in the grass like he'd just got shot by a sniper or something, while Stags just sprints down the sideline for a try. But anyway, it's going to be a tough game. I'm excited for it. It's always a big turnout and a massive day, no matter what. Always awesome, but I think it's going to be tough for the boys this one.
It will be tough, but I'm looking forward to seeing what Clifford can do with it. Yeah,
exactly. Really put a stamp on it for the end of the year, just to say, hey, this spot is mine and it should be moving forward. So I'll tip Cows in this one. It's going to be rough.
Always go the boys.
Yeah, it might only be a small margin, but I'll definitely tip Cows in this one, I think. So yeah, I think that's probably it. I think last rumours or last news was Peyton to be out by the end of the year and Hannay to come in, but obviously today with the Titans news that Desi's out next year and Hannay's taken over.
As interim, though.
Yeah, it won't be next year. Won't be next year at this stage. So we'll wait to see a bit more news or a bit more official news on what's happening at the Titans there with Hannay for now. But,
and a year's a long time as well, so we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, definitely. Anything could happen for sure. But I think with that's probably about it for now. There's not much other news you want to touch on. There's nothing else pressing, I think, that's come up.
So that's pretty much it. Well, I guess we're seeing everyone for finals footy.
Yeah, that's it. We'll probably come back to you with a final season wrap-up episode next time we do. That's what it'll be for, because we got that bye in the last round, and obviously we're not playing finals this year, so there won't be too much more to talk on. But yeah, hopefully coming back to you with a good result from this derby at the very least. So until then, we'll thanks for listening. We'll talk to you then.